Right. Looks like.
Your audio is gone crackly again because you put your headphones in.
Okay, hang on. It's not now. Someone say something.
Say something. Say something.
I said something, not say. John. All right. How's everybody going? Yo, how is everybody going? All right. Got it. Got the Brookie on the chat box. I got one open as well, just in case anybody else jump. Oh yeah, Chrissy, keep an eye out for her. Right. How's everybody going? I've connected with pretty much everyone, so I already know, but here, let's start with this. Instead of doing the meditation and bringing it down, we'll do one of these other ones. Everybody, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And let's just check in from the head down. Scanning down, eyes open if you wish. Just checking in, seeing what's alive for you. Notifications off, doors shut, partners and kids away. Unless they're part of this experience. Deep breath in. And if you can, unless you've got dogs or children or whippersnippers, unmute. Or anything noisy. Who's going to unmute? Who's with me? I'm going to jump on. All right. If it's too noisy, it's a good sign that we need to find you an isolated space for these calls. Getting there. All right, we're going to do this. Deep breath in. And whatever you're carrying, whatever you've checked in with that you don't require for this call, audibly release it. The sound of letting all of that go. Deep breath in. Let's be weirdos together. That's right. Number 2. Shake it out. Let it go. Yummy oxygen. Kind of like a kid makes noise or an animal and it's just got to shake out any nervousness or unnecessariness. Number 3, one for Chrissy because she may have missed it. Deep breath in. Whatever noise you feel like making. Yeah. All right. Good to see you all. I'm on the Gold Coast. It is golden. It is so much better than Brizzy, and it is so good to see you all. I've checked in with everybody. Everyone's fresh thereof. We've moved some huge energy. We did. You know, everyone was like sort of, most people, like overall, it was general flatness, boredom, blocked, all of that. So we did some shaking and some breathing, and we're like, this is a bit weird, but okay. And then, oh my God, I'm going to throw up or pass out. I need to sit down. And then, oh, I got more sick, you know, I really broke my neck, or I made a bunch of money, but what do I do now? And, you know, all of that. It's a process. It's what we're doing here. And it's working. Like, it's actually working. And I'm noticing, does anyone notice that energetic over the last 3 weeks, like before the quarter, and this quarter 2? Does anyone notice that fluctuation in energy?
Yeah.
Massively. And make sure I turn this up. I'm going to do this open mic style. We still have enough space here. Is what's going on? Everybody, just an open share. And you're like, what do you mean? I'm not even going to frame it. Where are you at? What comes up? All right, John. You can.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. Nice. So I had some awesome sales at a a week ago. Oh, it feels so long. Then I had sales call on the weekend, and I didn't close. I was like taking it super personally, and like, I fucked it up. Like, where did I go wrong? And I was looking for. I just spoke to a mate who's been in sales for years, and he said, "John, look, I've lost thousands of sales, like just thousands." And I was like, "Oh, right, okay." That really puts it in perspective for me, because I'm applying like my coaching technique to like how I do sales. Like my one client is super important to me. I want to coach them to the end, but then like with sales, it's like, okay, cool, we're not even on board yet, John. Like, at ease, soldier. You don't need to like spend all the energy there. It's like, cool, she wasn't right, and that's okay. But what did I do? What could I have done better there? What was like, yeah, all of that stuff would come to me around like, what could I do better? Was it correct? Is there something I could add in the DMs process or the short call process that would eliminate this mistake or failure? And just doing the reps and the sets, you know? Yeah.
Awesome. And what would you love to get out of this call?
What I love to get out of this call, clarity and ease, like just an ease around like, is this normal? Is this normal? How can you put me at ease?
Quoting you, clarity and ease.
Clarity and ease. Clarity and ease.
Okay, fantastic. All right, who's next? What's alive for you, and what would you love to get out of this call? Don't all jump in.
The energy within me has been really interesting, right? And it's just, I feel like I'm in a fucking cocoon right now. It's just been it's probably been the hardest 4 to 6 weeks I've ever had in business, but not financially. It's more so like a mental thing. Whatever's going on inside has just been really interesting, but noticing as well that that's come from my best month financially in a sales perspective. So just noticing what's coming up, that's kind of what's alive for me, is just the discomfort. Like, it's just so uncomfortable and not making it wrong. I think what I want to get out of today is just this, I don't know, 1 millimeter shift closer to where I want to go, which is just rediscovering a new level of certainty and confidence in myself. Like, I was just sitting outside starting to write content about courage and confidence and realizing that I can't tap into the same thing because what used to work doesn't work anymore, and it's about creating it. So it's just, yeah, just getting a bit more clarity around what that creativity looks like. Don't know if that all made sense, but you know, that's what's
enough. 100%. Love that. All right, awesome. So you're saying clarity as well. Interesting.
Yeah. So she's quite happy with me. I didn't have to see him for another 3 weeks. It took me to 3 weeks.
Baby. Oh, let's sound like a toddler, not a baby. How about you, Sarah? Hey, Ash, cracking. What's alive for you? And yeah, what would you love to get out of this call?
Hey, do you know it was 111?
Yeah, I do. Of course.
And April's the 1 month, so it's the beginning of the year in energy. What's happening?
Is that that makes so much sense.
Yeah, my forecast of any blah blah. Yeah, I'm just desperate to sleep. I'm like at the bottom, and I'm looking at getting enrolled in a sleep clinic, but I'm trying to avoid it. So that's happening. What else? The kids are projectile vomiting. That's happening, but I'm still on the call, which is amazing. What else? My family are visiting. My business has recovered after I thought it was kind of dead. It just got back up again when I got out of the way. So that's been great. The biggest thing I think that's changed for me in the last week is I realized that the power of this group is the total commitment. And that
I just wrote down, you can't see it. I just wrote down, she got committed.
Oh, very funny. Yeah, like to an asylum. No, just joking. So I realized that was the missing ingredient in my business. And as soon as I turned my full force of energy, I've had just incredibly shit hot things happening. Like yesterday at 8 o'clock, I moved the date of an event from the 21st of May to the 14th because I just felt the 21st of May was going to blow up. And then, of course, the election was announced like within minutes of that. So I feel like my political TV stuff's going to take off. But yeah, I think the biggest realization was that I have not been committed, like what you said, which kind of pissed me off, but was true. And then I've thrown my hat in the ring to buy the house we're in, which is possibly $1 million house, even though I'm like, it's gone up 300,000 in a year. I mean, but I think just I need to focus on something, and it's the house we're living in. So this is important for my business because I run my business from the house. All my clients know it. It's the business address. So as soon as I've started doing that, I just feel everything's going to come together. So yeah, I wanted to just give that feedback that what was missing is I wasn't all in. I thought I was though, but there was this kind of just 1% where I was still floating around, if that makes sense.
Yes. Massive awareness and courageousness. What would you love to get out of this? Sorry, did you have something else?
No, I just can't believe I'm on the call. I'm so tired.
So fantastic. Well done. What would you love to get out of this call then?
Oh God, I need to share one more thing. You told me to do self-care and connect with Chris. So I had my first lunch with him again. We've had a massive reconnection. I've done all the things you said and everything is working and I'm so grateful, but I'm so tired. All I want is I just want to be able to just sleep.
Oh, she's crying.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Sorry.
Okay, take a breath. Take a breath and feel it. Everyone take a breath with Sarah. Take a breath. We're here. I get it.
We have 3 kids under 7 and I have to make the bills and they've just all skyrocketed. They put the rent up and I'm just so tired and I'm trying to do everything right, but I just don't know how I'm going to do it. But I need to do it. It's just, I'm not sure how people do it when I can't see the end in sight at this point. My kids are going to need me more as they grow up. The bills are going to get bigger and I'm already flat.
Okay.
So
Sarah?
that's why I'm in the group is I don't want to give up and I feel myself still on that like fine precipice here. So I'm in a better place than I've been, but there's still a long way to go. And I remember you said it could take a year even before I'm like human again.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Just take a breath and sit with the feelings that are coming up instead of talking. We hear you. Take a moment to feel that tiredness. Let it all come up. This is part of the next process. It's time for some peace. And we can get that. Hey, once you've felt it, take another breath. So that's true vulnerability and strength. Hey, Belinda. You jumped on at the right time. What would you love to get out of this call, Sarah?
I actually feel like I already got it. I had a nightmare actually this last night that I was late for this call and I had such a laugh.
I've had an impact on you since I sent you that message.
my biggest thing is that I'm always like 20, 30, 40 minutes late for everything. So I think just by being on a call on time has been like quite a miracle for me, given all the vomit that's happening. I just threw the baby at Chris and I'm just like, I'm out. Bye. See ya. Here's all the
tell you what though, you really can ask for more. What else would you love to get out of this call? I mean, you can get everything you want.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. So I want to create a package that will allow me to have a deposit for a house, whether it's a VIP package or I crowdfund it. I don't care. I just want.
How much money do you need for the house deposit?
At least 100,000. I've got lots of different possibilities already coming in. I literally had friends offer to buy me the house, but that's not feeling right.
That's okay. Just write down, take a deep breath. Write down 100K and we'll just pause it there.
I haven't got anything here. I'm in a hotel.
That's
but it's
okay.
I write in my
I'm in a
head.
B&B. All right. Do you have a pen and pad anywhere? You can go grab it and then come back. I'm going to move to the next person.
Okay, sure. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Well done. Oh, I know this. And I've got to get a photo of everybody while there's like 9 squares happening. This is going to be great. Cool. So we've done them. Paige, what's alive and what would you love to get out of this call?
Oh, lots has been happening, really. Good and bad, I suppose. Nothing's good and bad, but a lot of personal things have been coming up for me that I'm navigating, and it's been probably all year, really. I feel like I went all in on this business and lots of shit has come up personally that I've been navigating. And last week was no different. So that kind of did unfortunately become half of my energy, which I didn't want it to be, but that's what happened. So then this week I'm fully committed at letting that go and focusing on launching this group program so that I can put all the energy into that, not a wedding, because that's where it's been for the last 3 months and it's draining me. So I want to focus on bringing the money in and my business and what's going to make me happy, not other people.
Yes. Okay. And what would you love to get out of this call?
I think confidence and certainty.
Yeah. Confidence.
If they're 2 words that, like, the confidence has been coming up, and I know as soon as I had a conversation with Brooke a couple of days ago when she mentioned the confidence thing, that's come up a couple of times in my head because I always thought it was perfectionism, but I think it's confidence as well, thrown in the mix there, because there's just something that's holding me back from things, and I think there's confidence coming in quite a bit.
Okay. I want you to sit with this for when we come back to it, or just think about this, bring it into the chat box. What is that thing? I think there's something. Imagine, what is that thing? I mean, first thing that comes up, do you know? What is it? I've already said it. What's the truth? The raw truth.
I just haven't felt alignment with my business for a long time, and I don't know why. I just am not feeling like it's it. And I don't know if anyone else has felt that before, but like, it doesn't bring excitement, so the energy isn't there. Like, even talking about these new offers, I'm not excited. Like, and I feel like I'm waiting for it to be. Yeah, I think the waiting is what's getting stuck.
Okay, taking a bit off more than I can chew. Too many good things to respond to. But we're going to go around. We're having a share. We'll complete it. Sarah, come back here. I want to take a photo. Karen, so good to see you on. Thanks, Paige. What's alive for you, Karen? You're alive.
I'm alive. Yay. Just had a bit of a wake-up call, last week and even last 3 weeks. Was COVID, and then recovering from COVID. Then I recovered, and then I almost broke my neck. So it's just been this journey, and I was so excited. Last month, I relaunched my group, like a women's group, and I was so excited, changing my cover photos. And then all this shit happened, and I felt really frustrated.
Let it out.
I
Really?
felt so frustrated because I started this business 18 months ago. I feel like sometimes it just gets really hard. But I'm not giving up. I just gotta trust the journey and just know that I have what it takes and that I have support here. And I have trouble asking for help, which is
silly because I love when my clients reach out to me and ask for help, and then I feel really good helping them, you know. But I have been in this cocoon as well. But I'm sick and tired of focusing on the problems. And my main takeaway from last week's call, which was so fucking powerful, and I'm so glad I watched the replay, it was that we can give our power away and focus on all the shit happening, or we can take our power back and just focus on the goals and keep moving forward. And I feel like I've been giving my power away big time. And I love empowering people, and I haven't been empowering myself. So I think it's all about bringing back to me and feeling deserving of what I want. I realized people-pleasing traits as well that I decided to destroy last week and step into a new identity of just being me, being authentic. You know, people look at my social media and think I have all my shit together and think I'm super successful. I'm not making, you know, 5 figures months, and that's my goal. But I know why. I know it's because I haven't been taking action. It's because I haven't been trusting the journey. It's because I haven't been fully committed. And I decided that I've got to just be humble and accept where I am and just trust that where I am is perfect, and just send those messages. Also, guys, do you know why I wasn't sending those messages? Because I wasn't clear on my avatar. Thanks, John, for sharing that last week. You wanted to help everyone and offer all these amazing things. Yeah, I'm the same. I was the same. I didn't know how to approach conversations. I didn't know what to ask people, because I'm like, yeah, no, I can help people with several things, you know. Yeah, it's health and wellness, it's mindset, it's this and that, fitness and whatever. So then I go into a conversation like, what, I don't know what to fuck talk about, you know. And then it's this confusion, overwhelming frustration.
Yeah.
And then I just redid my whole work. Like, I'm starting from zero again. This is my avatar. This is their problem. This is how I help them. I created 2 offers. And now I did my numbers, my breakdown.
And you've done all of this while you've had a broken neck.
Yeah, I'm still sore. I'm taking painkillers.
Karen, I just want to say massive well done. Hands up if you relate and got some sort of gold out of that, because I sure as fuck did. All right, hey, I swear, Karen, like that was just channeled. It was like wherever that just came from, that's that true you. And you should take a breath and just feel into wherever that came from. Because we go through, as coaches and business owners, well, we go through, entrepreneurs, I guess is the best way. We go through so much shit, more than the average person. Yeah. What would you love to get out of this call, other than, like, everyone's just getting it, I can tell. What would you love?
I think it's trust in this journey, commitment, and more confidence in myself to take the action, to know that I've got my back.
Great. What a powerful thing. While I've got everyone, because Ash has already bounced off, I don't know, her phone's a bit crap. I'm going to get a screenshot. No one's crying at the moment. Okay. If you're crying, it's okay. It's good. It means it's working. All right, everyone, you can show me your biggest sad face. 1, 2, 3. All right, I was joking. Show me a happy face. 1, 2. I'm going to hide this chat box. All right, 1, 2, 3. Go.
Yeah.
Awesome. I reckon that works. Let me see if I can put that in the chat box. What a bunch of legends. And Belinda's here as well, looking fresh. What's alive? What would you love to get out of this call?
I hope the drums don't kick in. Sorry, the family are all home and it's holidays, so they've been playing upstairs. Yeah, it's been a big week. I don't know if Elle told you, had some more boundary pushing with the family. Had to hang up on my on my stepmom because she was blaming me for having to put the dogs down because I wouldn't look after them while she went away on holidays, even though I found her a dog sitter. So yeah, she started on a tyrant and I went, yep, see you later, and hung up, and then left the phone for the rest of the day, and yeah, left that there. She phoned and apologized the next day. So I thought that was a really good expression of my boundaries. So I felt pretty proud of myself for not letting that continue. So yeah, that felt good, ironically, in a weird way. So yeah, so there's still more pushing going on, but that's okay. It's just making me stand even more firm. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, no, the line in the sand is drawn and it still won't be moved. It doesn't matter what emotional blackmail you send my way. It's not going to happen. So yes. So yeah, other than that, I feel really good. Like, it's weird because financially I have dipped into all my savings and I haven't got hardly any money coming in. I'm way over on my expenses. So my savings account has basically gone down to just about zero. And I was like, that's okay, all good. I've got a load of work coming up. And then my son tested positive for COVID. So I had to isolate, which means no work, which means no money. So anyway, again, I'm still not like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. I was just like, oh, well, obviously there's a lesson in here and I'll figure out what it is. And yeah, we'll just keep pushing on. So.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, I heard that. Fantastic. Okay, what would you love to really get out of this book if you could rub the genie's lamp?
I don't know. I'm more just happy to be here today. Just happy to hop on and say hi and not be in hospital and feeling average.
Fantastic. All right. And I might go in reverse order. Brooke, you want to throw in a share? Thanks, Belinda.
Yeah, absolutely. So firstly, I just want to say to Sarah, I get it. So relatable. Obviously, I have 3 children as well. You know, I've also traveled, living on the road, being the only income earner. That squeeze and that feeling, I completely can relate. Keep going. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. My second point is, Chrissy, you mentioned about the last sort of 4 to 6 weeks of, you know, life being some of the hardest that you've gone through, and literally just feeling like you're in a cocoon. And I felt this so deeply as well. And it's been such a truly dark place and very, very hard to see the light, but I can feel it for myself. And I know that it's coming for you too. The wings coming out, you know, it's happening. The energy is shifting, things are changing. Hang in there, like literally hang in there. You're so close. What's alive for me right now? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I have this, yeah, just a new feels, and it's really lovely. And what I would love to get out of this call is, it's love and connection.
Fantastic. I reckon we can do that. Ash, are you there, mate? All right. Devastating. Gonna get a photo of everyone. But is your audio working?
Yeah, I literally only just got back in because my phone screen is cracked and
okay.
It was booting me in and out and sending all sorts of photos and things to everyone. So I was a bit worried there. But I'm in now. I turned my phone off and restarted it. So it's all good.
What would you love to get out of this call? We're going to go over everybody's everything in a minute. Is there something you'd love us to cover that probably will get covered anyway? But
I'm really just loving like the vulnerability and seeing that it's not only me that feels a certain way. I've taken a little bit of a step back from being super active in my business for the last 2 weeks. And that needs to stop like today. Well, it did stop a couple of days ago. I was doing a few other things, but my partner came home for the first time in 4 months and I've just been reveling in the happiness and having my family all together and stuff. So it's been amazing. But I've just felt a little bit down on myself for not staying the course whilst I'm feeling the happiest. But I've also been feeling a little bit confused about whether this is exactly what I want right now, because I feel like I'm giving. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. It's probably just from being inactive and whatever. But I'm just looking to get just reconnection out of this call, and a bit clearer on what I need to do from here on out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we'll start with you then, Ash. We're going to go in reverse order. You still there? Yeah, great.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Because we're going to cover this on your one-on-one in deeper, but it's great that you brought this to the call. So the key thing here is, and this all these responses will be probably useful for just about everybody here.
Yeah.
That basically clarity, confidence, money, momentum, all of that stuff, it builds from showing up, it builds from taking action. Yeah. And so what's happened, notice we all have patterns. And notice a few weeks ago it was, and then look even bigger at, like in about 3 to 4 months, the amount of growth you've had since committing, going, I don't know if I can even ask for help. I was like, yo, do you want help? Yeah, I want help. All right, let's have a DM chat. Do you want to have a quick chat on the call? Yeah, okay. And then 1 hour call, that, the commitment, like Sarah was saying, just kept on getting upped. And then, a contract, a payment, I'm getting boxed into really committing. And then you went and did, hey, Ash, post this thing. Bang, 50 leads, sale, basically paid for. Yeah, with me still?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then noticing, hang on, not done.
Yep.
Just
sorry.
let me finish it all. All right, great. So, and then notice in the back of your mind, it was constantly when Brad gets out, Brad's back, and this, and then there was all this other drama happening, like externally, and it was like, when he gets back, it's just gonna be better. And then you get back, and you literally just went on a hiatus for like 2-3 weeks. Right?
Yeah.
And notice this, when your partner came back, right at the same time, you were at the peak of your momentum and results. Okay.
It's my pattern.
So, and so let's look at this. It's going, there's probably some sort of an unconscious belief or incongruence around I can have money or I can have love.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually thinking of that the other day.
Yeah. And so this all just comes down to structure. And remember the other sessions we've done, guys, around what's your top priority? And if your relationship's your top priority, great. Mine is too. And the business is a vehicle that enables a lot of those things to happen in the relationship. So I have my personal time booked out for me first, because the only thing more important than my intimate and child relationships and things like that is me. Because without me, I am, so we've got to be healthy so that I can show up for the relationship and the job or a business vehicle to pay for the things. And so your pattern is to get super results. Everybody on here is actually like this. I'm like this, you're all like this, that when you actually show up and do the right thing, magic happens really quickly. And then you wiggle for a month and do nothing and freak out about how nothing happened.
Why?
Right? And the goal here with the growth, guys, it's to how do we put things in place so you can grow fast consistently. And if someone was to ask, if anyone here was to ask, Rich, what's your program about? What do you do as a coach? I'm helping you guys put structures in place so you can grow fast without it being hell. Yeah?
Yes.
And so all that's happened here is you can get back into momentum. You're already here. You're on the call.
Yep.
And it's time for you to do a new deal because your contract ends pretty much this month. And before that, this is also part of the strategy. As I mentioned that too. I said, you've got 30 days. We've just shown you how to get an ROI on your investment. Brad's coming back. It's going to be peachy. Everything's going to be great. But then it stops. And so now it's around going, okay, looking at the level of commitment. Are you looking for a way to bail on this? Going, oh, maybe it's not for me. I'm not interested. I'm going to do this or that. Because if it is, bail now.
Yeah.
Just get off the call right now. Quick. It's not about
Yeah,
the money.
I don't think it's because of like I'm looking for an easy way out. I just feel like
Well, part
there's
of
a
it
lot of
is-
things, a lot of different wheels in my life that just don't
Totally,
align
Ash.
with
But
this
the
life.
thing here is it's a 1 or a 0. It's either are you all in or are you all out? Because it's I know that it's like, oh, I don't know, it's this, it's this, but part of you is going, I am looking for a way out. That's the part to bring to the light to this all. We like every single one of us, including myself, have a part that wants out of the relationship with our beloveds, out of being a parent, out of being healthy, out of being a business owner. Like, to not acknowledge that would be just completely redundant.
Yeah.
I want to bail all the time, but knowing that when that comes up, that's how we know where to go look. That's where the next bit of the growth is. And so the next step is getting super clear on, well, what do you want income-wise? Do you still want that income goal? And then what support structures do you need from yourself, from coaching, from Brad, from anybody else?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think I need to do another reflection on that right now from where my life's at. And
You've
how
had
I'm
massive
feeling.
growth, massive shifts.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. I don't think I'm clear right now because there are those thoughts going around still. It's not that I don't. I think the only thing that really bothers me is chasing work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired.
Okay, guys, this is for everybody as well. Thanks for bringing that up as well, Ash. The tiredness and the lethargy anybody's feeling here, it's from not taking action on the thing you said mattered. It's the wound playing out. Like, and I'm gonna explain this because I'm in Gold Coast now. When I was in Brisbane, I was experiencing all this lethargy. It just, the amount of stuff that, you know, and we're talking about getting off the fence, right? This is where my share of what's alive for me comes into play for everybody. It's like, you know, I had my mentor session, and what we're doing is, I know how to do sales and marketing and all of these things. And it's like the thing in mind, it's, I want to be on the Gold Coast. And you guys all know I've shared, like, the thing I am most, really just go there, okay, to understand this, Ash, is my biggest fear was after leaving Adelaide, me and Al starting 2 businesses, being alone for 99% of a year in Brisbane, that I'd move to the Gold Coast, we'd have a drama, and me and Al would break up, and I'd end up homeless and die.
Yeah.
That's been my, okay. And guess what? Do you know where the fuck I am right now, Ash?
Gold Coast.
Right. And let me tell you something. This is the power move, guys. Work out the fence that you're on. And whatever it is, it's either get off one side or the other. I mean, if you're not all in the business, you know, to me, it's not about the money. It's just work out what you want. Go get a job. Stop chasing the money. But if that's like, fuck that, it's like, then get off the other side. And instantly, just by doing that, you actually can, you're basically leveraging the game you're playing.
Yeah.
This is great for everybody here. Chrissy, Sarah, Karen, especially on these notes, that had a chat with my mentor and we made a bit of a cosmic bet. And we're like, okay. I was like, fine, fuck it. Literally, like, when I sent him money, the details say fuck it for the next round. Okay. It's like, it's putting money into the, you know, I put 1,000 in, I get another 100 back. Literally, it's ridiculous. It's the bet. It's better than crypto. So with this situation, Ash, and the same is for you, for every single one of you, for every dollar you put in, you actually get money back. And when you show up on the calls, like Sarah said, the commitment, how you do one thing is how you do everything. It's, oh, I thought I was fully committed. It's like, you were, and now you ask for more. And every time you ask for more, your commitment has to go up.
Yeah, absolutely. That just clicked for me.
Yeah. So really what you need to do is work out, if you want to stay in this coaching group, and be reminded of it. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly where you want to go and do and all that stuff. Coaching generally, it's just about reminding the client. 80 to 90%, it's like there's 10% maybe of mine or the coach that actually puts it in. Like the football players know to run around the oval and do the push-ups and kick the ball, right? Get this, Ash, and you're the same, because everyone else here is happening to every single person on here. I didn't wait for the break lease, the bond. They tried to keep me up in drama and all this stuff. everything that's going on here for everyone, it's about leadership. And leadership is about being able to make a decision when you're in crisis and show up and do the thing. And it doesn't matter if you make the wrong decision necessarily, as long as it's not a fatal mistake, right? Because think about this, hands up if you agree, at least half of the decisions we make, I haven't asked yet, but he's already agreeing, is half the decisions we make are usually wrong. At least for me, at least half of mine, right? Yeah, I just got that. Is that an accident? But you get the point, right? It's like, fuck it. That's why I'm like, fuck it. Just make a decision. The power of decision gets you off the fence because you're getting split in half, or dragged across that wooden fence, getting splinters. That's the only thing upsetting us and cosmically in the field. So I did that, and it was a head fuck. Okay, you guys know how I've been putting it off, and this is on me. And I was like, if I don't take this step as a leader of other leaders, they're going to know. They're going to stop paying, or they're going to start, no, I don't want to do this, or they'll stop getting results. And I'll be like, why? Even though I'm showing up, it's like, we, as coaches, as leaders, we have to keep growing. That's why this program's called Growth. So I hedge the bet, and I want you all to do this, other than just doing, what's my income goal? How many sales calls do I need to book? How many do I need to book? It's like, yeah, that works. And find out the thing you're avoiding. And Ash, for you, it's doing a deal with me on a new coaching deal, getting committed. That's the thing you're avoiding. It's, I don't have the money. It's like, do you know how to make money? Make it, or find it, or create it, or ask someone for it. Every single person here.
But it's also like when I'm making it and still struggling, it disheartens me. I think also I feel a little bit like I don't do really well under pressure. Like, this is just a story that's in my head. I don't do well under pressure, and I know that we're going to be launching the gym and our new the business again, and I'm scared that I'm not going to be good enough for both.
Okay, good, fantastic. Brings me to my next point. Dynamite coaching today, Ash. Been wanting to have this chat with you for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've been avoiding it.
I know. That's okay. And this is great because
I've also been busy, like just enjoying my life again.
Yeah, you've had a great time. And now the thing about pressure, guys, this is the thing. You've got to realize, everybody here, you all actually operate better under pressure. You all need to be challenged and growing. Otherwise, after a bit of fun, you start sabotaging and idling and going backwards. And then something in your head starts going, maybe I don't want to, maybe something's wrong, maybe I'm tired, there's a drama here, I might actually go and pick that fight for a change, etc., etc. But the thing is here, on all, making sense, Ash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Making sense, everyone? Yeah, great. I could have gotten caught up in the back and forth with the landlords, and they were trying to get me there and pay more money and do this. Oh, we didn't do that. It's like, I could be like, but I need my bomb back. I'm worried about what they'll say here. I'm going to do this. I don't have a place booked to go yet. What about facing my ultimate fear that I might lose my business, my relationship, and my life? While my mum's friend's been murdered, my brother's in hospital with a heart attack and a coma, kids in Adelaide, and I'm not, maybe it is a humble brag, if you get what I mean, right? But I've had chats with so many people that have so many problems, and like everyone's sick and dying, and everyone's injured and broke or struggling. And the whole thing here is the theme of leadership and drama, guys. That, this is life. This is the game we signed up for. And no matter what, we've still got to do it. But this is the thing about leadership. It's no matter what drama is going on, the leader can make a decision and move the people that they're leading forwards. Yeah? That all of this stuff, this is the ultimate healing of addictions. Okay? And this will be big for you, Ash. I know it's big for me. I've been addicted to every single thing you can pretty much poke a stick at and drink, pop, and smoke and get caught up in and throw money at, right? So now I'm hooked on this. I'm obsessed with this. And underneath all of this is the obsession and addiction to just drama. like misery loves company. Like you go in a room and that's why if people talk to me about how things are going and then it's like negative, negative, negative. I'm like, you can see, and I'm giving you guys all this perspective, an elevated perspective now. It's like, what are you focusing on? That I'm going to struggle and be scared. It's like, acknowledge it and use it. Like, it happened. So my worst fear came true because I've been projecting it. Sunday morning, 4 a.m., third night there. Baby Alice, screaming, crying. I'm like, fuck bullshit, you know? Right? We're in this it's a beautiful 3-bedroom apartment, all the facilities. It's just too small for a family. And I was like, do I project all this resentment and fear and actually fulfill the fucking self-fulfilling prophecy and have an argument? No. I chose all of this, as we all did. And what would a leader do here? Own his shit or her shit and be like, okay, I chose this. This is just, you know how I said it's part of the process? Yeah. Just keep going. It goes chaos. You make the big wish. You make it a priority, the decision. We've covered this. Then there's the chaos stage. You take some positive action, and then you get a calm in the storm and the peace and ease out, you know, and the love and the money and the moving and all the good stuff. Yeah, Chrissy? And it's amazing. And then repeat. And the more times we repeat this cycle, the easier you can go on yourself. The more you become, because it's not circular around and around. It's levels on the spiral, okay? You're going deeper on the same lessons. And sooner or later, you realize you're courageous and strong enough to do it. It doesn't get any less scary. Honestly, this has been the scariest fucking thing I've done to date. And on Sunday, 4 a.m., I was like, I don't know what to do. I know what to fucking do. I booked an Airbnb. But you know what I did before that? I forgot to tell you. You know how I mentioned everyone? I hedged the bet. What will happen if I trade in my biggest fear and I let go of this thing I'm holding on to dearly that is no longer serving me? Brisbane. My mentor said to me, he goes, I guarantee you'll be driving to the Goldie, you'll get in the call, and you'll do a big deal. Guess what I did? Anyway, Ash, you know what I did? Freaking out, tired, just cleaned up the house. Like, it took 6 hours to pack up everything. Then I drove from Brisbane to Goldie. I'm fearing, like, what's it going to be like when I get to the Gold Coast? Will the kids be screaming? Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
I made 20 grand, 21 grand, a bit more than that. I had a client needed my help. I got on the call. This was on the Saturday morning after all that. I barely slept. And of course, me and Elle had to catch up and then all these other things, right? And I'm just exaggerating, using my own experience for a change, as well as all these other lessons, that it's sometimes you think you're tired and it's because you're repressing your expression and your activity and your own true nature. It's you're tired from holding yourself down. It's like unleash, and the stretch, you will feel the stretch. It's why you've got to sleep and you've got to meditate and drink water and relax and have a day off sometimes. But yeah, we're growing. This is transformation. And so the funny thing was, after that, I was like, well, I don't need to go and drop 5 grand on the B&B. I'm just going to grab a cheap one and see what else presents itself while I look for rentals. You know, like you don't have to go all or nothing. But I'm telling you that if you get the hedging of the bet, guys, I want to know if anyone doesn't get it, that when you realize for Sarah, it was committing to the calls and then level up. Now we just find out where else she can get more committed. And with Belinda, it was like, okay, boundaries with people. Now we're like, how about boundaries with self? What can you do? Let's bring everybody, like, you've boxed everyone out. Karen mentioned like getting caught up in the internal dialogue and the fear, and it's going to be hard, and the victim, which she's evicted, and then all this space got made, and the true expressions coming through. And we talked about the biggest 90 days in business, right, Karen? Yeah. First stage is chaos. Brooke, you've seen her journey the last few months. Far out, and now it's all landing. House, relationship, money, leads coming through. Paige, you've had the whole cycle. It's time for the new one. Where can you get more committed? Where do you need more support? what's the thing? We'll talk about it. It's you see how this is really similar for just about every, you know, it's work out you can do all the numbers and you've got to do them. But sometimes you can just work out the thing you're avoiding the most and do it. Kicking and screaming, but you do it. And it sucks, but after you do it, you get everything you want. You're probably only like a couple of actions, couple of, you know, thoughts or decisions, maybe changing a habit away from having all of it. Yeah. And I sense that I'm covering everyone's shit here at some level. I was wondering if I could do it, and I'm going to take questions and Brooke's going to answer them. But it's about the decision. Is it the top priority? Yes or no? For all of us. And for me, it is. And I know for all of you, it is. It's just about facing the fear of what feels impossible. And that's what we're here for, the community, the power in this. It's how can we get more committed? If you don't have the money or the time or the energy, let's create it. That's who we are. That's why people want to work with us, and all of that. That's why it's so like, oh yeah, I want that. So what are you taking from that, Ash? What's the decision?
I've got a page full of notes here. But the last thing that I just wrote was, are you committed? And I know I'm committed because I had a lot of like alarms going off in my head when you were talking about feeling tired because of not doing what you are capable of doing. And that really sunk in, because I think the only time that I feel tired is when I've done a couple of actions and then it's like there's a certain amount of time in between, and then I'm like, like this takes so long, but it's like actually I'm just not doing enough to bring in what I'm wanting. So yeah, that was a big shift for me because it just took the victim part out of it for me.
The victim's an addiction, guys.
Yeah.
It's an
I don't
addiction.
realize it either until after. Like it's funny that, because I can tell myself, no, I'm not, I don't live in victim, but then I hear myself talk and I'm like, wow. Okay. But yeah, I don't know.
So how about this, Ash? Are we going to continue for another 6 months?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that 100? One way or the other, somehow. Are we going to continue for the next 6 months?
Yeah, somehow I'm going to make it happen.
That's it.
Right here, I don't see like.
I don't care if you don't have it or don't know how. Do you want to? And is that
I need to. Otherwise, I'm just going to go back into what I'm used to. Like I'll get the help and then I'll fizzle out. You know.
My goal is for you and everyone that comes in that's new as well. It's at least get to one new level as a new standard, then stop. Otherwise, we drop back. You know, get the marketing and money and sales, or maybe the emotional drama side cut out. Darkest before dawn. Yeah.
Honestly,
well done,
I feel like I've hit another level in my life, but I'm not satisfied. I'm still hungry, and I feel like I'm the sort of person who can't just drop out. Like I need that support.
Is it.
Yeah.
It's working out who you are. You see, sharks don't sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
and I know that
they sleep, but they don't stop moving. Sorry.
Yeah, and I know that that's the type of person I am. I get lazy at times, and I also feel like I'm not good enough. But I know that's only when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's not a real feeling. Like,
fantastic. The number one thing here is work out, do a deal with me or Brooke or both of us, whatever it is, we'll work something out. And guys, you don't have to get the deluxe everything. You can do it in stages. Yeah. Like I went to Els, you know, then I went to the B&B. I might get a bigger one, do another deal. Keep looking for a rental, maybe for 3 months or 6 months until I really find everything that I want exactly how I want it. Yeah. If that takes a year, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I'd be happier with that than putting ourselves over a barrel and being so stressed out that you can't operate. like setting a huge income goal. It's like, hey, you probably only need to, do one deal, Ash, to pay for a year of support. You probably only need one of them. So let's talk about that on your next one-on-one. How's that sound?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be awesome.
See, guys, there's absolutely no fear or hesitation to help somebody.
Yeah, and the thing for me right now is Brad's got money coming in for the gym, so that's fine. So
well, there you go. Hey, Brad,
Brad,
I just looked after all this shit for the last 3 or 4 months. I need help.
Yeah, it's not him that I need help from because he's going to put that all to the gym, but it gives me space to not have to worry about the gym. See, that was me saying the gym earlier was just an excuse.
Yeah, there's no harm in asking.
Yeah,
man needs to provide. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll talk more.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
my phone just locked it out of itself. It's, oh my gosh, it's funny. So if I can't get back on after this.
That's okay. I think you got what you needed.
Yeah.
Go make some money.
All right. Awesome.
All right,
thank you.
Confirm your call time with me. All right. Bye.
I will. Bye.
Far out. Guys, just open your mics up if it's quiet and just start with Chrissy, because we didn't cover it directly. And what do you guys get out of this? Brooke, any chat boxes?
I got out of it the commitment. I was sharing with Karen yesterday that the hunger that I've had in the past I haven't been feeling it. So I need to refigure out the hunger. And I realize that the hunger and commitment ties in hand. And then also cause versus effect, that without realizing it, I've been at effect rather than cause and not taking ownership. So there was so much shit that just came out of that, which was brilliant, but there's some key things.
Yeah, it's noteworthy to mention, guys, especially Chrissy here, that boredom and flatness or blocked or indifference, all of that stuff, not hungry, is part of the process. And I like to go all in on that sometimes. Like when it won't fuck off, it's like, fine, fuck this business, fuck the clients, fuck the relationship, fuck being healthy, and I'm just gonna sit here and eat ribs in my jocks. Lovely image. Yeah, and it works. It's part of the process. And people be like, I remember when Elle first met me, she's like, what are you doing? Like, you're a scumbag. How can you be so creative and great and professional and amazing? And it's like, you're filth. I'm like, we had to have a conversation with our mentor, a 2-on-1 session about this. And it was, what if that's part of his process? And I was like, eating my ribs. So I think that's another part to accept. It's like, what's your version of eating a burger in your shorts or whatever, telling everyone to piss off and embrace it so you don't get sick and injured. I've noticed since I've implemented this, because it doesn't matter how many stretches I was doing, every time I had a huge shift and hit that sort of that next level, the threshold, because everyone's got a different threshold of income and ability or whatever. Is that making sense? That I would actually hurt my neck. It was out of nowhere. I was like, I'm fine on my back. That's why the 90-day recharge concept, or at least 1 day every 3 months, take it off intentionally, maybe 3 days, maybe a week, and build a retreat around it. Maybe sell it. Maybe do your reflection and planning every quarter on that retreat that you're getting paid to do. And yeah, totally. Does that make sense, Chrissy? You got this. Biggest 90 days in business for everyone here. I'm calling it in. We've been building some shit. And then we're going to tell the fucking world about it. Everyone here is on par with it now. And it doesn't need to be $1 billion. It's just whatever is realistic and what you want, okay?
Yeah, so just with what Rich was sharing there then about, being great and creative and helping so many people, but then needing to eat ribs in your jocks, I truly believe that inside of us there's 2 wolves. There's a good one and there's a bad one. And the good one needs to be fed more than the bad one, but sometimes that bad one has to eat. And it is the beast. literally. And it all looks different for all of us. And, you know, it's being able to have that little bit of bad without sabotaging, but like, you know, your limits, you know, where you can fill that cup, you know, where the edge is. And that's so, so, so important. Like what you were saying as well, Rich, was a piece that I was missing for so long. It was the all or nothing. Like, I have to be so good at everything all the time, can't be bad. And the second I would have the smallest slip up, I would absolutely kill myself. And talking, you know, I can relate that to being a smoker. You know, I would quit for so long and then I would start again, and it would be like my whole world would fall apart because I hated me because I smoked. And being able to like overcome that has been massive. Because sometimes I am going to have a drink and I am going to have a smoke and I'm not going to feel guilty, but I'm not going to pick it up the next day. You know, it's just a different level of, yeah, getting a bit more balance, I guess.
Work in progress. Yeah. That's it. I love that. All right. What we got? We're gonna do a like to dislike on those cigarettes. And Chrissy knows what I'm talking about. There's a process. Can you explain what a like to dislike is, Chrissy? If anyone's got, you just
use the different modalities. So the picture, what it looks like, what color it is, where it's positioned, all of this stuff. You take something that you like and then something that you don't like, and then you shift it. So the meaning that you associate with it, you're pretty much just changing the unconscious meaning that you've given to it. Why don't you share your experience about what what you use, Rich, as your dislikes? Have you had a smoke since?
I have. I did. And then I stopped for like 9 months, and then I started getting trapped in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And then I fell off that, and then I realized that's why I need to move. So, because what it was connected to was my dad's dick. Just gonna drop it there. My mate Brad, he's an NLP coach. He's a health coach, and he did a like to dislike on me. I did not know he was gonna do this, and he was like, "Cool. So, what's the last thing you want in your mouth?" And I was like, and I didn't even say it. He was like, "It's a dick," and I was like, "Sure. Well, it's not inherently bad. Like, it's just not my thing." And he's like, "Cool. So, what's worse than any dick?" I was like, "Damn it, dad's dick." And he's like, it was then he made me think about like a thing from when I was like 4 years old. And with that combined with the other work I was doing with Matt, my other mentor, and leaving Adelaide, not being trapped in the business, in the house with Elle, those three things together, I just stopped smoking. Like, I just dropped it. And then I started feeling the stress come back. And then as soon as I started smoking again in Brisbane, I was like, fuck this. I'd rather, I'm going to kill myself here. I may as well fucking face the fear. Better than smoking dad's dick, every day. Anyway, really getting to know me now. We're not doing that. I'm going to outsource that process to somebody else. With you, Brooke, I don't want to do that. But it could be, you don't want to drink beer or be an alcoholic. You could be like, oh, it's drinking acid. Or maybe it's cod liver oil. Cod liver oil would be something like that that I want to drink. Different habits, different things. Hope I didn't upset anybody. Hey, if it works. Yeah, I knew you were going to say something. Yes, Sarah.
That all came up for me on Wednesday. The 4-year-old dad, all that stuff you
My
just
dad's.
that all came up. I was wondering where it was going to go, but it's yours. So thanks for clearing that up.
You're just so welcome.
We need to meet now that you're on the Gold Coast.
Yes, I am here, and you can read my palm, and let's not talk about the other stuff. All right.
But, I mean, it came in so strong, and I'm like, WTF, what is that? And then you just said it, and I went, oh, thank God. Thank God, because that happens with all my clients. It comes in so early now. Okay, thanks.
All right. Authenticity, right, Chrissy? All right. So, any chat boxes? Any more shares? Far out. That's unreal, Sarah.
Look what I found to write on. That's
It's
the
been a
only piece of
huge
paper in the whole room was a toothpaste packet, and I used it. So there you go.
That's
The
awesome.
universe
Sarah.
provides.
It really does. It really does. Everyone take a deep breath in. Now think about this. We'll close the call. And if anyone's got any questions, put it in the chat box so we can just catch them. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. The key thing here now is we built a lot of structures and foundations. We cleared a lot of shit up over the last few months, even if you're only in for a month. And you've had seen how the process works. And usually it's a big, any goal. First stage is usually committing, deciding, committing, letting go. Then there's like some chaos. And then it's being the leader and deciding to take the action anyway on the thing you're avoiding. And then you can wait curiously without leaning in and desperately. It's leaning sort of back, like chest move, done, surprise me life. And you can almost pinpoint it if you've identified the thing that you're actually avoiding, that you make this move and you trade that in. The bigger it is, the scarier it is, the goal and the avoidance, the fence, the bigger the gift. Without expectation. And that's why we want to be focusing on the positives and not focus, like acknowledging where we would focus on drama and that, and going, well, if this is happening here, obviously there's something good somewhere else. And this takes time to build this, because this is a habit and a mindset and the ultimate strategy. And we've proven everyone here can market, everyone here can sell. We can always go deeper with that for sure. But just go do some deals, go make a mess. Unleash the sales beast. And if you need to feed the beast, feed the beast. Do whatever, whatever you gotta do. It's just find the thing you're scared of. You guys are so strong and so courageous. And Karen, I wasn't sure if you, I was like, I know we've triggered a lot. You're here. It's amazing. Sarah, same as well. Massive well done. Because I know I stir shit up. But thank you for continuing to show up for yourself, because it's not just about us, it's about all the people we're helping and where this is going. And here's to quarter number 2. Okay. And fun, if you feel like there's a piece that you're just not clicking, reach out, ask in the group, share it as live, just get it out in the group. Don't stay stuck for more than half a day. Yeah. Keep moving. That's the goal here. Just keep on moving, keep on growing. All right, guys? All right. Epic session. Fuck yeah. That's probably the best call we've had for a while. Period. Just keeps getting better. All righty. Guys, have a fantastic week. Talk to you all soon. Love you and leave you. Thank you so much. Brooke, oh no, she hasn't frozen. You're just doing statue face. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Well done.